Hi, everyone. Welcome to my MANA THRIVE Journey. This is day one of getting back onto the bandwagon as being off for quite some time. Hello. So today I just wanted to share with you my plan. I weighed in yesterday at the hospital. I went there for an appointment and I weighed in at 446 pounds. 446 pounds. Actually, a follow up. So I weigh 446 pounds right now, which is a little more than what I was originally, 440 pounds. So that's what I'm going to be working on. Remember, the goal is to still uh, weigh to weigh at least 220 pounds by December 2026. So half of me was supposed to be 220 at 440 pounds. So we're going to say a little bit more than 220 pounds, maybe 226 by December 2026. I'm so excited to be here. Today was day one. So here's the plan. The plan is to start on my intermittent fasting. Again, why intermittent fasting? Because I've done my research for 2 years now. I've done trial and errors. I've done the 12-12, 14-10, 16-8, the 24 hours. I've done a 36 hours. Last month, I did a 36 hours and I felt really good. And I've lost weight in the process of doing that. I found that when I'm not stressed and I'm focused on intermittent fasting and I have a well thought out plan that's laid out, I do well. So when I'm stressed and I have all these things going on, cortisol levels are going up. I don't do so well when I'm doing intermittent fasting. So it's a combination of well-being, knowing how to control what's going on, being in control of what I can be in control of, letting go of the things that is not in my control and not stressing over it. And yeah, I've also changed my work title in order to focus on myself so I can be able to be there for the people that I love. Um, I'm not getting any younger, so this is the time that we need to put forth the effort in order to age better, age well, because we're not getting any younger. So this is the plan that I have after doing so many great research, and I'll share some of that research with you on my YouTube channel, also my Facebook page, MANA THRIVE Journey with Mommy T. I just realized I've never said my name since the beginning of this channel. I am Mommy T. uh, I'm a mother, so that's my priority right now. I have young kids. I got married late in life. So T is my middle name, so that's what I'm going to be using for this platform. So again, going back to my plan. So what's the plan? 120 days, folks. No breaks. When I say breaks, you know how like we go on a diet and then we say, okay, we're gonna get off and do eat whatever we want on the weekend. Um, just splurge. No splurging. We're gonna follow this to the T until up until the very end and until we reach our goal. If by 120 days we haven't reached our goal, we're going to try, we're going to extend it. No breaks. I found that every time we splurge, we fall off the wagon and we fall off and stay off for a long time. Like right now, I've been off the wagon for some time now. So, and that had to do with work responsibilities. All of that's done. Uma, The stress level was really high there. Now I'm good. I'm able to control my stress levels, even at work. So I'm able to, it's very manageable right now. So now I got to focus on taking care of myself and doing what I need to do to get better. So 120 days. The first 7 days, we're going to do 12, 12. What does that mean? 12 hours of intermittent fasting. We're not eating during this 12-hour period. And then the next 12 hours, that's our eating period. So, what are we going to eat during this 12 hours? So, it's really up to you what you want to eat. But if you want better results, you have to eat healthy. What do you mean by healthy? We have to eat healthy oils. So, none of the um, lesson oil or any of the vegetable oils or any of the canola oils that you normally find in the supermarket. We're gonna have instead we're gonna use olive oil, coconut oil, those kind of oils. Those are the type of oils that we want to use for cooking. For consuming, you want to stay with at least white meat. You want some red meat um, on occasion, but mainly white meat. You want to drink your vitamins. Sorry about the lighting. Ugh, I, I'm live right now. My family keeps forgetting I'm having a live right now. You have to have support from your family. You can't do this without your family's support. They gotta know. They gotta know that you're doing this. Okay, going back to the food. Gotta eat healthy food. Chicken breasts, um, instead of frying your food, even though you're gonna have olive oil, you want to have baked food or um, just saute your chicken or have it boiled. We'll come up with the recipes. I'll share some of the recipes that I'll be using. You share some of your recipes too, because um, I'm not really a cook. I'm more of a baker. But since I've been trying to be creative with the things that I eat with intermittent fasting, you have to be creative. You got to be creative with um, with the recipes that you so you don't get bored and you don't have the same thing. And then you want to be creative with the food that you eat. I've seen how they make some bread from carrots and also cucumbers and cheese. So we'll go over some of the recipes with you later. So 12, 12 for 7 days, then 16, 8 for 2 weeks. Then after that, we're going to go with a 23-hour fasting and 1 hour window for eating. That's called the OMAD, or 1 meal a day. So your 23-1 is going to be how we're going to eat for the rest of the entire time. Now, in between 23-1 and uh, as we're going through this journey, we want to fast longer than 23 hours. Okay, as I said before, that I've done 36 hours. I want to push it for 48, 72 hours. The longer you fast, the better the results are, where you're creating stem cells that will help to heal the insides of your body and help to hopefully let go of some of the inflammation that we have in our body, especially us that are over 40, over 50-year old. So that's the plan. Extreme? Kinda, yeah. But I know we can do this. I know we can do this. I know I can do this. That's the plan. No breaks. We're going to do this all the way. Can we go from 23 1? I suggest not to. We don't want to. We can go to a longer fasting and back to 23 1, but not to 16:8 or to 12:12 or to 14:10. We're going to stick with 23 1 for the rest of the entire time until we reach our goal next year. Okay, that is the plan. So how are we gonna do this? We gotta make sure that we have our menu ready, our food plan ready. Um, we have to know exactly the times that we're gonna start eating, stop eating. So for the 12-12, it's from 7 to 7. So for example, we stop eating at 7 p.m. I already stopped eating. I had an ice cream. I had a chocolate ice cream. And what else did I have? And some cookies for dessert, but I had a really good healthy meal. It was chicken and some pasta with olive oil and some seasonings, lots of garlic, and then tortilla. That's what I had. And then for lunch, I had just one hot dog. That's it. It was a very tiny, small, healthy hot dog and milk. That's what I had for lunch. And the chips, I snacked on the chips. That's it. From that 12-hour window, that's all I ate with the ice cream as a treat. We don't want to deprive ourselves as well, but we do want to eat as healthy as possible. So 7 in the morning, I can eat because I'm sleeping within the 12 hours. So that makes it easier if your 12-hour intermittent fasting is during the time that you're sleeping. Okay, so why am I doing intermittent fasting? Why not keto? I've done keto before, it works. Look, anything works. Anything, any type of diet works. But this one, I shared a link in my Facebook page why I believe this is the best solution, not for just for myself, for anybody. There is a science. There's a science behind intermittent fasting. There's spiritual also just in fasting itself. So I love that I get to do the fasting as a weight loss tool, but also it's also spiritual. If I do use it spiritually uh, for my journey, it's amazing. Um, that you have this control over your body, and I think if you're able to do this, that you can pretty much do anything because you're in control of yourself. You're able to manage your your body, your hunger pains, and that's I think that's part of growing up. That's part of the process and the growth of learning how to to heal and to manage your emotions and just everything that goes on in your body. Okay. All right. So that is my life for today. Um, this is actually my first live ever because the last time I tried it didn't work. So it works now. Yay. I hope you can hear me. If you can't hear, I'll try to do this again. But welcome to MANA THRIVE, where I am going to go on a journey that's raw, it's real. We're going to experience the good, the raw, the bad, and just be real throughout this entire journey. this MANA THRIIVE Journey. I'm so excited. It's our day one of 120 days, and we did it. We did it. It's almost 9 o'clock p.m. right now in American Samoa time. That's where I'm at, Pacific time. Okay, I'm going to bow out. Have a good night, and let's MANA THRIVE together. Cheers.